Hello, everybody. How are we doing this evening? It is me, of course, just having some fun on my own. And we're just going to be here a couple hours chatting, doing nothing, enjoying ourselves. Well, if you didn't like it, that's not my fault. What's up, dude? You've got the night off, but you're back Tuesday. Giving you the weekend off. You're back Tuesday. What's up, Chester? So tonight is just ask what you want, say what you want, do what you like. I don't really have a show plan. That's why I'm doing this. It's been a long week. And I've been reflecting, so that's where we're at. What else was I going to say? Yes, tomorrow, Lipsticks and Lariats podcast. It's Nikki and Catherine again. And if they've got anybody they would like to invite on, but that's just generally going to be the main two going forward. And if you ask about it, I don't care. Good man. Rangers 2-1 against Aberdeen. Nice. I'll take that. 3-1. We've just scored again. Nice. Get in, Raskin. Triguani, Mikey Moore, and Raskin. What are your thoughts on Tony Storm missing the rest of the year and also who attacked her? It's a good storyline. She needs a break. It's a good time to allow her to just go and recuperate, heal any injuries because she's been going crazy. She deserves some time off. As for who attacked her, she was in the segment. What's up, Stefan? Good to see you. How you doing? I'll actually give this to you, sir, because you want to use and abuse the power. Yes, Chelsea are 3-0 down. That's right. They're being absolutely bullied, and it's great. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Of course, obviously the channel membership is on there now. Super chats, super stickers, or as I call it, super Catherine's, because well, she's done a lot in terms of favors for the channel, so I appreciate it. Same with Josiah, obviously. Everyone's in the chat. You all have your parts to play. I'm just the man behind the mask. Speaking of masks, where is Graps TV? Where's my dude Matthew? I've not seen him for a while. Where has he been hiding? You're welcome. With you, mate, we do a podcast together. It's completely valid. I am going to be looking at I am considering a major change to the moderators. And I'm wondering if you guys are open to it or against it. So I want to ask everybody right now. No, it's not budget cuts. Behave. Never a budget cut. I've just been thinking about something really interesting. And it's funnily enough, it is what Tammy said, who coincidentally is no longer the predictions champion. I'm thinking the channel's doing really well. We're not getting the abusive pricks in our chats. Do we actually need so many moderators? Should we make it more fun that the only moderator is the predictions champion? Of course, they have to behave. Bear in mind, but question is, can you lot handle such a change? The only mods should be the ones on stream. I was thinking that, but I was also looking at a long-term viewer like James as well. Behave, what is that? Let's put it to a thing. Put your suggestions in the chat for this, and then let me know, and we'll act upon it. But bear in mind, I'm also thinking about the channel as well. Like, I have to think about certain things as well. That's why Lipstick's Hilarious is Catherine and Nikki plus someone, like, plus whoever they want to invite on. I know you would, Stefan. You're a good guy. I just think the right vibe is Catherine and Nikki plus people on their choice. So you know what I mean? Like, I hope they don't mind that decision. Speaking of which, this time tomorrow they'll be live, and it's going to be really good. But I'll let you guys figure it out. Tell me what you think. But we're just gonna sit back and relax, chat about some wrestling. True, but you're part of this, Catherine. Hibs were crap again today. I'm not surprised. I told you. I told you this morning. I really do like this Saturday Night Steelchair thumbnail. It actually fits really well. Like, it fits the vibe. How's everyone's week been, though? How's your week been? Y'all doing okay? Let's just talk random shit. This doesn't have to be about wrestling. This can be any conversation. Let's just talk. I want you guys to come at me with ideas, points, conversations, anything you want to do. We could end up doing part of our watch along if you want to. I know you're not dead yet, thankfully. I've not gave you permission. But it can't just be me that does everything. Like, we have to really make the most of this because I'm running on limited here. I have to do a lot of, well, cool, matching. I've been watching NCAA March Madness tournament. Yeah, I've been seeing this tune. It's going really well. You stopped laughing since it was funny. It was funny. And really good. The fact that you met Grado and had a fun interaction with him is hilarious. See if this works. Yeah, the loss was good. Jade Cargill can't finesse anybody. And yeah, I seen Malenko's daughter's really good. Like, in terms of ability, she can go a long way. Like, I don't doubt that at all. No, she shouldn't. Yo, what's up, Carl? Why does Rhea have to win everything? What's she done to deserve it? There, fix this thumbnail now. Just so I can amend the front screen. I do like the blue outline, like ice cold outline, because it matches the blue flames. I wanted a proper thumbnail for these because I'll do these like maybe like once a Saturday or a couple of Saturdays. It's just the vibe, you know? Just the lesser of two evils. Rhea don't deserve it, but they need to get the belt. Yeah, they do, but they're giving it to the wrong person. Like, Jade Cargill's already succeeded. She's won the belt. End of story. Sorry, folks. Like, unless you get rid of her, there's nothing you can do. Let me just quickly change this 1 second. Where is it? There we go. I wouldn't reward either of them. The fact is, like, Rhea Ripley's had too many world title opportunities, too many titles in general. What has she done to deserve another WrestleMania match? Nothing. Plain and simple. What is your favorite Chuck Norris movie? I don't have a favorite Chuck Norris movie. I just like him in TV. So Walker, Texas Ranger. Great memories watching my granddad. So there you go. She won off a fluke. We can't have her win against Rhea Ripley. Well, to be fair, she beat someone that can't wrestle, so it's quite funny that Jade Cargill, who can't wrestle, beat a champion who can't wrestle. She should beat Rhea Ripley. Both of them are fucking useless anyway. Simple. Almost as if someone understands Chelsea Green should be the world champion in general. What is the can't wrestle women's championship? Yeah, when Jade and Tiffany Stratton hold the championship, that's what it's called. No bleach and no simping. What is your best and worst match on Collision tonight? Best match will be Robbie Eagles versus Kyle Fletcher. The worst match is probably going to be the trios match. Considering what happened, show us your arm curl muscle. Are you just obsessed with my body, Glenn? Because I hit the gym. Sorry, dude, but that flex is not for you. That's for someone else. I think the issues that Temple was having on 2K, I've seemed to not be having the problems. Like, I've managed to create our arenas. I've managed to update your moves. The only thing I haven't done from the characters created so far is entrances. I've done your moves though. So all the guys we made in the last show, they're done. They're updated. Recently flexes for Deonna. No. Deonna, I watch her flex. I flex for someone else. Just like Brock Lesnar must beat Obafemi, he's got to. Has he? Here's a better idea. And it goes like this. WrestleMania should be cancelled. I'll let someone figure out why I've said that. The whole thing should be cancelled. Now, what am I looking for? I hate to sound like an owl, but That's because you are an owl, Glenn. I'm surprised you're not talking about the football. No, because there's nothing good about WrestleMania this year, Josiah. Virtually nothing. I don't care that it's in Vegas. Doesn't bother me. It's the fact is they've done nothing for Mania, and there's nothing about it at all. And if anybody tries to say that there's actually something good about WrestleMania, then you're delusional. He still will. If he wins that, then Mania proves why it's shit. Yep, Roman does need to fuck off. What's up, Maria? How you doing? It's funny how you say Roman had to put the Undertaker down. Now it's CM Punk's turn, but Roman is old and boring as well. How you doing, Maria? Probably only going to be a 5-match pay-per-view. Give me AEW pay-per-view any day. Exactly. Spot on. Yeah, that gave me surreal forms of PTSD. I'm surprised Maria compared Sandman to Danhausen. Like, that's an insult to Sandman. Yeah, both movies are awesome. Wait till March 27th. There's another great movie coming out in 6 days' time. It's called They Will Kill You. Do you respect David Moyes more, less, or the same since Everton? I've always respected David Moyes. He didn't deserve the Man United job, but I respect David Moyes. I've never once had no disrespect for him. I admire the man. They done nothing. It doesn't feel like Mania season, just a waste of time by a ball fraud. Exactly. Someone understands. I mean, as you can tell, I've had a slight here, bit of a fold here, and then bit of a shape here. Well, there's not much else I can really say though, Glenn. I've always respected him highly. So it's the same. So there's not much else really to say. Sandman could fight though. And to be fair though, if there's no Sandman, there's no RVD. I know people are going to say, but the Sheik. Yeah, but Sandman got him over. They're going to say, oh, without Sandman, there's no Taz. Without no Sandman, there's no top level run for a very specific former ECW world champion. And without Sandman, there's no Stone Cold. The difference is Jey Uso has nothing. Sandman had everything. He wasn't a technical wrestler, but he could actually fight. And he could work. Yes, the same as I've stated. I'm surprised Roman Reigns remembered how to turn up to his job. Like, I'm surprised that Roman Reigns remembers what a paid job is. He's the worst world champion since Jinder Mahal, and before that, he's simply that crap. His title reign isn't a record. His title reign didn't set records. His title reign means fuck all, and that's the end of it. It's because they care about pay-per-views, Chester. Honestly, the funny thing is, AEW would have actually made sense doing what TNA used to do, the weekly pay-per-views. I wonder when James will show up. Roman Reigns has an island to run. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. That's fictional. Completely fictional. He's got an island to run. He couldn't even run a bloody ministry, and I mean a real ministry. Sandman would kill Hangman in a Texas death match. He would kill him. Roman Reigns was great in Aquaman. No, Jason Momoa was. Don't do that. CM Punk's always been a better promo, better worker, better wrestler, better character, better than Roman ever was. The difference is, though, CM Punk's just a fragile, moany bitch. I told you, didn't James? Didn't I not tell everybody? Where's my applause? Where's my applause? Not a chance. Not a chance, Maria. Where do you think the nastiness of Stone Cold's character before he got to WWE came from? Sandman. Bret Hart led to the double, which is how it should be. Bret Hart got him in that run, but Sandman formulated that part of his gimmick. You could even ask the man. He said it himself. That's legit true. That's a fact. Of course, Bret's the reason he's shown how much of a great wrestler he is. But that's not what I'm saying. Roman Reigns, the god. Behave, Bleach. Behave. Yo, what's up, Jesse? How you doing? I'm not too bad, thanks. Tired though. Had a very long week. Very long week. That's why I took an extra day off. And I will be again tomorrow and Monday, back Tuesday. It's the right thing to do, actually. Aye, come on. Let's see what folk are saying. What are you asking? Remember, there's more to it than just me. I mean, technically, there is Bret Hart without Jimmy Hart, but there is little things that are slightly different, which is fair. But technically, there's no Bret Hart without Dynamite Kid. Roman Reigns got to remind people who he is after. Wait, Bleach. Here's something really important. Roman Reigns is a fucking nobody. No, Glenn, because the same person is not hosting the quiz. I am. I'm not making that mistake again. That was completely wiped. Like, I'm not having that. Oh, James, that's unlucky, dude. Speaking of which, obviously, we will be building up to the quiz. So I will be preparing it. See how it goes. I can't promise much, but I'm going to try. I am going to do it in elimination rules, this quiz. It's going to be, it'll be hard to pull off, but that's what we're going to do. Punk is trash. I'm surprised you're defending him after the way he hurt AEW. I don't negate what Punk did to AEW. I don't negate what Punk did to Ring of Honor. I'm just saying factually, when it comes to the wrestling business, CM Punk will always be better than Roman Reigns. Like, that's logical. But CM Punk, just like Roman Reigns right now, they're both finished. But he is better than him. Roman Reigns had Paul Heyman looking like Phil Jackson. Paul Heyman is useless. Paul Heyman has been useless since, quite frankly, 2003. Who had the worst Winged Eagle title reign and the worst Big Eagle title reign? The worst Winged Eagle title reign was, quite frankly, it's a joint run. It's Stone Cold and DiBiase. The best Winged Eagle title reign, normally I would say Brett. I would say Brett, but also I would say Macho Man's first run. I would say Brett's first run, and I would say Macho Man's first run. Roman Reigns got us out the Thunderdome. You realize they were coming out of the Thunderdome once COVID restrictions lifted off. WWE was going to die during COVID. Nothing to do with Roman Reigns. People need to get off this horse. That better not be a cue for Temple. Point being, Roman Reigns fans need to get through their thick skulls of this bubble they live in is just like Cody fans. Fickle fucking human beings. Please stop. Damn, Jesse, that's a question and a half. You hit me right where it hurts. If Italy don't qualify for the third time in a row in a World Cup, then they need to go back to square one. Way back to square one. But I don't know where you go from here. Like, they've got good players, but the setup, they need to change the setup for international football. Like, that has to change. Grassroots has to change. They need to redefine the whole thing. Bailey should get more credit for getting us out of the COVID era. No one deserve no one deserves credit for the COVID era. Like no one deserves it. We were coming out of COVID. They were going to get out of it. If anything, you should give more credit to the likes of Daniel Bryan before he left. Give more credit to fucking Drew McIntyre. Give credit to Randy Orton. Give credit to Sasha Banks. Bailey. Nah, Bailey a little bit. They deserve it a lot more. Thoughts on Darby Allin challenging MJF? It'll be a good way to watch him lose to another headlock takeover. Headlock takeover, 1, 2, 3 title defense. I think it'll be a good match though, but if that goes longer than 20 minutes, I'm asking questions. Because Darby's not going to wrestle. If he ends up turning a wrestling match, I'll enjoy it. But I want it to be a wrestling match. I don't want it to be no DQ or anything like that. I want to see MJF get challenged the way he likes to be challenged. I would have preferred MJF versus Shelton Benjamin, if I'm being honest. What's your favorite Chuck Norris movie? I don't have a favorite Chuck Norris movie. I only liked him in Walker, Texas Ranger. That was it. Roman Reigns basically did what everybody else did, but better. That's common sense. No, because he never drew 10 million viewers like Stone Cold and The Rock or Sting or Hollywood Hogan or, unfortunately, actually, I'm not saying that name. Roman never attracted a fan base like the Attitude Era, so please just stop. I understand why they put him straight in with Blake Christian. They wanted to keep him fresh. To be fair, they went back to the match they had back in the UK. I found it odd, but I thought the match was actually all right. Could have done things a bit differently, though, if I'm being honest, but we take it. They'll build up to a promo, though. I think they're building up to one where he wants to get his time to speak. Did you just give Hogan a compliment? Unfortunately, yes, but I can't lie. Like the NWO drew what 8.9 to 9.8 million. That only ever got topped once, and that was by Stone Cold versus The Undertaker on Raw. Like, unfortunately, the truth hurts, and the truth is Hogan with Hall, broken limbs, 6-pack, Eric, who looks like a clown Bischoff, did considerably well with Reigns. Although the bigger attraction of all of them was Jushin Liger, but there you go. Did you just give Tammy Sitch a compliment? Nope, I will never give that complete cow a compliment. That murdering cunt will never get a compliment off me. I can't wait for her to rot in jail. I mean, she's in jail, but I want her to suffer great lengths. What is your thoughts on... Yeah, DiBiase Jr., innocent, disgusting. He scammed those people. I hope someone beats the shit out of him. I hope someone beats the shit out of him. And I don't care. And his dad as well. He's just as guilty. Stone Cold had a roster full of legends. That's why they averaged 10 million. Roman Reigns by himself. Again, wrong. Wrong. Just go back and look. That roster was Rock, Austin, Taker, Kane, Triple Beak, Mankind, like all barrage of talents. But the biggest draw was Stone Cold. Plain and simple. His dad must have paid off the judge. That's because his dad didn't want to go to prison as a priest. The DiBiase family should be rotten in hell. I honestly hate them both. And it's annoying because I like DiBiase as a wrestler. Senior, not junior. But it bloody is disgusting that they've got away with it. They are not innocent. They are 100% not innocent. Speaking of Ron the Truth killings, it's nice to know that the WWE Tag Team titles now equal the value of a quick piss break. We're gonna bring Fraxium. We're gonna take Motorcycle Machine Guns out of catering, but we're gonna put the tag team titles on Ron Killings and Damian Priest. No wonder this company is crap. Big question, it's off topic. Who's getting them Champions League places? Man City, Arsenal, Manchester United, probably Liverpool. Speaking of Liverpool, 2-1 loss to Brighton. God, you're shit. And fifth place, it'll probably be Chelsea. Yeah, I named Hall of Famers, but they were not drawing the amount of money that Stone Cold did. There's a fact. And don't. Penta's having to work the WWE style. If Penta was allowed to work the way he wanted, Penta would be untouchable, just like AJ Styles. If AJ Styles was told before he retired, you can wrestle like he did in New Japan, in TNA, there's not a single person in WWE that's on his level. There's a fact. Would you ever compliment the Red Rooster? No. Absolutely not. What a boring gimmick. Yep. They didn't just beat them, they humiliated them. And even if Manchester United still get Champions League football, the 5 new trademark names. They are for new assigned talent, but I don't actually know who's going to get them. Track your YouTube earnings by visiting the revenue tab. Lovely. Looks like there's more mention about Man United going for Luis Enrique. Good. What's daft is if we're 3 points off fifth, not saying we'll get there, but we are. Yes, you are in the mix. Did you know Bret Hart was supposed to defend versus Ultimate Warrior at the Royal Rumble before he... They won't allow Chelsea Green to do it because Chelsea Green would completely outmatch them. Just like they're afraid to unleash Julia properly before he got fired. It wouldn't surprise me, but Bret working with Warrior, God, Bret would have to be on. Considering that time frame as well, if Bret had to, it would be like working with Hogan. Bret would honestly be like, fuck this. Because Warrior was shit. Warrior was just as bad as Hogan. He could have been so much better if he didn't run to the ring. Why do you think WrestleMania 7 is his greatest ever match? Thank you, Macho Man. Highly unlikely. The top 5 best women's wrestlers in WWE. Chelsea Green, number 1. Julia, number 2. Stephanie Vaquer, if they let her wrestle, number 3. Number 4, Natalia. Number 5. Actually, no, hold on. Let me resurface that. Number 3 is Io Sky. Number 4 is Vaquer. Number 5 is Natalia. You generally let them 5 work. It happens. When did Norris wrestle in WWE? He never wrestled. He just appeared as a special guest enforcer in '94 at Survivor Series for the casket match. That was all. One time appearance. Does Dennis Rodman deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Nope. Taker versus Yoko is great. How is Natalia there and Rhea's not? Because Natalia's a better wrestler than Rhea Ripley. Always has been. If Shayna Baszler hadn't been retired, Shayna Baszler would be in my top 5. I like Rhea Ripley, but I'm not delusional. Natalia wrestles like circles around Rhea Ripley, and it's not even a joke. Yeah, Rodman got a place in the Hall of Fame, which is just absolutely funny. Yeah, he was, but he did absolutely nothing. One pay-per-view match equals a run-in? Nah, not for me. That's because Chelsea Green, when she actually is allowed to wrestle, is virtually untouchable. She's genuinely brilliant at wrestling. Sup, Lark Bark? How you doing? Yeah. Honestly, the funny thing is that the only reason Rodman's getting in is because they think, oh, he's just one celebrity, but he's an absolute clown. On the Nitro Vault channel right now, they've got Vampiro kicking the shit out of Disco Inferno. What an awful wrestler he was, Disco Inferno. They're so happy to fill up the idiots, but It's just her natural self. Although who she is what matters. Like that's the end of the day. Like maybe a better choice of words, perhaps, but reality is it's how she wants to be, her look, her feel. What if Conor McGregor went into wrestling for WWE instead of the UFC? I would laugh at him. I would genuinely laugh at him. He's the most embarrassing human besides Andrew Tate. Like he is genuinely embarrassing. Like he is an insult to my half of the human species. And if you're wondering why I didn't say the US president, because quite frankly, he is the worst of them all. He's just the worst human alive. Thank fuck I am. I've decided, like, when it comes to going to America, I'm going to be so tight lipped on when I decide to go. No, he's a woman abuser. He's a scumbag, Conor McGregor. Like, he's a genuine scumbag. Like, I want somebody to knock his fucking teeth out. I genuinely hate the man. Genuinely hate the man. He's a proper scumbag. Oh, CM Punk going into the UFC was hilarious. Conor McGregor is the definition of red flags, especially his fans. Every time he fights, well, he used to fight, I used to just celebrate when he got beat. I would celebrate for days watching him get destroyed. It's absolutely funny. Never felt so happy watching him lose a fight. Ronda or Conor McGregor, pick one to save your life. Neither. Neither. Exactly, Lark Bark. Spot on. No surprise Tavernier scored at the end. No surprise. There is not a price or a question that could make me choose any one of them to save my life. There's not a single possibility on this planet, not a scenario in any way, shape, or form where I would say save my life or save someone close to me. No, I hate them both. Two cockwombles. That's what they are. I don't want to know that, Bleach. Especially JC Jane. She's got absolutely no talent. And who the hell is Ren Sinclair? Sorry, Sinclair. Who the hell is that? Is that a window washer? Yep, exactly, Lark Bark. Like her rest career, 0 out of 10. Yeah, when they ruined him, I celebrated, especially the Khabib fight. Oh, Gina's gonna knock her out in the first 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds and then Ronda's done. No, it shouldn't. It should be P45 because none of them are good enough. JC Jane is not badass. Behave yourself. And women's speed champion means nothing. That's like saying you're the 24/7 champion. Means nothing. JC Jane's badass. Next joke, please. JC Jane can't cut a promo. She can't wrestle. She rode the coattails of her far better teammate who got fired when she shouldn't have done. Whereas JC Jane's a talentless hack. Plain and simple. I can't admit what I couldn't see. MMA's alright though, Lark Bark. MMA's alright when it's people that actually care about it. I can't admit something that I don't watch. Does the timeless Tony injury hurt AEW a good deal? No, it doesn't. It's actually good for them because now they can build up to the heel turn. JC Jane hasn't worked hard in her life. We need to stop lying about these wrestling talents. The wrestling business has been too kind to them, giving them a job. It's time to let them go. I hear Target is hiring. Is Hangman going on a break? Yes, he is for a little while. Then he's going to come back as a heel and get his world title shot, which Catherine's not going to like. Yeah, I agree with that, Larbar. UFC is not what it used to be like. 2008 to 2013, UFC was like top quality. Sol Rook is a badass, and JC Jane has overstayed her welcome as champion. JC Jane's just overstayed her welcome in the business. That Sol Ruka is actually not too bad. That Sol Ruka is not too bad though. I feel like her finisher is over the top, dangerous, but it'll hurt herself. But she's all right. Should Swerve become EVP? No. Was Blake Monroe gonna do? She's useless. She is genuinely the most embarrassing woman in the business. Like she is genuinely pathetic. Jada Parker, on the other hand, and she's a rookie. Blake Monroe is a spiteful cow. Exactly, James. Exactly. Although to be fair, we do need to start getting more wrestlers in. What about Zaria? Not as good as Delta. Here's a fact for everybody, and I don't. And here's a reality: there is not a single person in NXT that's good enough for the main roster of any promotion. Oh, I said that out loud, didn't I? One of them could have been, but she's dead now. In terms of talent, she's no longer what she used to be. And I'm not being harsh; I'm being factual. No, Blake Monroe is the woman that couldn't hack a main roster program and disappeared and ran because she couldn't hack it. Blake Monroe and Dana Brooke are just as bad as each other. They're both crap. I don't respect people who do what they did. Yo, what's up, Doug? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. It's good to see you. He's a good dude of mine. He's somebody you should subscribe to if you like European football. Really nice lad. Nearly live an hour. Crazy. Doesn't feel like it. I actually quite like the just go live option on this. Yep. That's all we need. It's a good result for the weekend. Oh, Milan 3-2 against Torino. Excellent. That's what I needed to see as well. Only 5 points behind Inter. Oh, there's a chance. Blake Monroe's not a real woman. Ren Sinclair is not that good. Izzy Dame, meh. Fatal Influence. Who? Is that JC Jane's clown crew? What did they do? JC Jane basically could not hack it without a certain very useful Priscilla Kelly. What do you think about Ethan Page and Ricky Saints as the next up? Ricky Saints is crap. Ethan Page is probably the only decent men's wrestler in that promotion. In terms of that brand, NXT, Ethan Page is probably the only good male wrestler. And that's by that much. It's not like there's no one good enough in NXT. Chelsea couldn't handle Drogba. Sorry, Beto. Good one, James. Honestly, there's nothing good about NXT. NXT is basically just an inner circle of I'll have you, 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 I'll have you in the locker rooms after work. Ricky is Baby Rock. No, he's not. No, no. He doesn't have the quality or the charisma or the talent like him. Ricky is just genuinely terrible. Lola Vice is actually better at everything than Blake Monroe. Tatum Paxley is just wears pink and black and thinks she's a goth. And Jada Parker's just an athlete. Blake Monroe has regressed massively. She had a contract where she was actually making good money in a top main roster program, and she decided to run to a development brand. She ran for the opportunity to get to Mania, and she's not even going to make it. There's a fun fact for you. Who's your most disliked wrestler and who's your most beloved? Current and all time, or just all time in general? How do you want me to answer this? Because it's a good question. In general. Most beloved, I've got to say, is probably Brett, Kurt, or AJ. Most disliked is either that moron Roman Reigns, Hulk, he's gone Hogan, or Jey Uso. All three of them will be better once they're gone from the business. All three of them. They're the reason that half of that their side of the business is crap. Who's the most underrated wrestler alive and dead? Alive Tajiri, dead Owen Hart. What would happen if Tony Khan did buy WWE in 2023? The creative wouldn't be shit. Samoans wouldn't be holding on to the gold that much. No, she doesn't, Bleach. No, she doesn't. Please stop it. Your simping needs to be controlled. Tone it down. She sounds like a rat being dragged across a hot road, like boiling hot road in the sunlight. She sounds like a rat being dragged in it. Goldberg, I just refuse to recognize Goldberg's existence. I do not recognize Goldberg's existence in wrestling. To me, he's like Death Row. Actual laughing now about this. The Blake Monroe shouts. She's genuinely crap. You put her in the ring with a real wrestler now, she doesn't even last 5 minutes. And I'm sorry, but prettier voice. She doesn't have a prettier voice than Neo Sky. Are you serious? Where's this delusion coming from? Also, why is that a thing? She commands the audience. With what? There's genuinely NXT fans are weird as hell because all they would do is buy her bathwater. Of course, I could Goldberg. Blake Monroe can't wrestle, and she can't cut a promo too. She looks like a slut on a highway. She probably takes 10 till 2. Oh, who knew I could sing? Who knew? That quite works. That works. Thank you, Carl. Yeah, I genuinely I do not stand people in there's certain people in the business I don't like. Women abusers, racists. I don't like people who I don't like people who deliberately force their way out of contracts when they're under contract and then they just decide to stop working. I don't like talent that deliberately no show indie promotions if they're advertised. And I especially don't like talent that go specifically to business for themselves to sabotage their co-workers. That lot, I would take an axe to them. Why don't you like Evil going to NXT? Because NXT is an absolute death sentence for Evil. It just shows Evil stupid. Oh, Steven Seagal's boring. Don't worry. He's boring. Evil's a great wrestler, but going to NXT, he's going to job to fucking Joe Hendry, and that's a career killer on its own. There's nobody in NXT that's on Evil's level, and he wants to start in NXT. What a moron. Yeah, she helped create it and then she disappeared. Here's the thing. She helped create it and then she bottled it quickly because she's like, oh, I'm not going to get anything else. She's a fraud. The whole Gabe Kid thing, I don't know. Honestly, I genuinely don't know, Carl. Even I find that's absolutely stupid. He claims he's all about loyalty to New Japan, but this doesn't make any sense. Like what he does, like the words, the actions, it just sums him up really. Talent that behave like that as well, or talent that you can't trust. No idea why people are like that these days, but how is she pure evil? Looks better than anybody on NXT. NXT is just a place for everybody to get surgery on their bodies and get told you might have potential. And they've got nothing to stake in the business. NXT should be shut down. There's one for you. There's not a single person in NXT that's as good as anybody in Stardom, Women of Wrestling, or Eve. None. I'm not even kidding. If you're looking at pure elements, none of them come close. Nah, Tony's not going to waive a contract to Evil. For some reason, Tony Khan doesn't like Evil, which is just absolutely funny. Soul Ruka, yeah, she's all right. Like she's genuinely all right. I don't have an issue with what Bret Hart did back in '97. Considering what he said leading up to it that was recorded on camera, Bret Hart was in the right all along. He was told plain and simple by the same person who refused to put him over, if you're not going to respect me, I'm not going to respect you. They should have dropped the title to Taker. It should have been Taker versus Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series. I've got nothing against what Bret did. It's actually factual. What's up, Abel? If someone tells you, yep, Wrestling Shadow said, oh, look at, like, Bret said it all along. Bret said that he would gladly drop the title to Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12 as long as they somehow redo the match at a later date and then Bret gets a chance to go back over. They agreed. And then Shawn Michaels decides, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Why should I drop the belt to him? So, as far as I'm concerned, Bret's still in the right. Plain and simple. Why do you think? Why do you think Taker still stands with Bret all these years about what happened over Shawn? No, he's not, Catherine. No, he's not. Exactly that, James. Exactly. No, he's not. Yeah, they should have done, Carl. They should have. Let's see how this turns out. You are in the mix. We'll see how long it lasts, though. That's the only thing. If Brett wasn't champion, who would he face at Survivor Series? He'd be out the door. He wouldn't be there. Oh, yeah, he would have done. Because Evil's actually a good wrestler. And he's actually one of the last gimmicks that New Japan had that they should never have lost. Like, it's so simple in terms of like what Evil can do. I don't understand why people don't like Evil. Like, I think it's crazy. Ooh. Jesus, this looks cool. I think I'm going to use... I think I might use this one. New Japan are genuinely letting... It's New Japan's fault. Now they want to introduce multi-year contracts. It's funny how me and Josiah have been saying this for a long time, and New Japan are catching on. They're stupid. Like, they need to do a whole lot better. Which one? This one. I do like this one. I think, like, in terms of the faction House of Torture, it was outstaying its welcome. But when Evil was doing it, it actually was good, and he actually has had really good matches. Like, are people forgetting his matches with Naito, his matches with AJ, his matches with Jericho, Omega, Finlay? Like, are we forgetting those exist? He had great matches with. He had a great match with Takeshita. Like, it's just mad that that's all of a sudden he's not that good. I mean, come on. The whole House of Torture gimmick did outlast itself, though. Do you think they will pull it back, or they've? I don't know. I feel like they have to. They should have been offering 3-year contracts to their talent to begin with, but they just didn't for some reason. Is tomorrow the free guy stream? It's not. No, the lads have a weekend off. It's Nikki and Catherine tomorrow, and any other woman that would like to join them. It's the ladies tomorrow. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just making something very slick. Yeah, I gave Josiah and Temple the weekend off. They've been doing well. They deserve a little break, so I've gave them the weekend off. Oh, the embalming segment that he did. Oh my god. Yes, Nikki and Catherine take over tomorrow. Do you think Julia will lose her United States Championship to Tiffany at WrestleMania? I don't know, but imagine losing your title to someone who can't wrestle. Oh, mind you, the tag team championships are now held by R-Truth, so nah, honestly, for me, Julia should wrestle Io Sky at Mania, if I'm being honest. Should Liv Morgan beat Stephanie Vaquer? She probably will, yeah. I don't really care who holds that title now. Because Judgment Day is boring and Stephanie Vaquer has been turned into a one move merchant and I don't like it. Oh, this looks so good. Who should face Tekla next? Um, I would give her a match with Mina before you turn Mina heel. I would have that. It would be a good opponent for her. I'm really happy with that. That looks fantastic. Where is it? I've just been working on something in the background, but I actually really like it. Do you have a favorite Bret Hart match from WCW? A few actually. The one with Sting for the US title, and there's actually a. I will say though the match with Benoit for the Owen Hart tribute, and then the rematch for the world title. I was making this in the background. I'm thinking that might be the more improved logo for my separate faction. I already have one logo, but I think I might stick with this one. Why is Tony hiding Deanna from us? I don't know. She had a good match with Billy Starks on Ring of Honor this week. For some reason, Catherine claims she must retire, which I think is absolutely funny. Like, absolutely not. She should be on the main roster. Julia and Vaquer deserve better. Yeah, it's called AEW or Stardom. Women's wrestling doesn't succeed in WWE anymore. Sorry. Did I manage to create your character? I have something in mind for you. I'm doing it after this show. I need to make a lot of characters. I need to make a lot of them. I've just been so tired, and in between being tired, I've been busy and contemplating a lot of things. That's because WWE turned her into a one move merchant. My eyes are glued on AEW and Ring of Honor anyway because of my AEW, which is one of the best investments I've ever made. I'm glad I've got that. So good. All right, actually, I have the way I want it to look, the format, and I'm just putting brain to words, transferring from here to this. But I'm getting myself. I really want to get myself an old typewriter. I want to treat myself potentially for my birthday, get myself a typewriter. Either that or I'm gonna get an Elgato and I'm gonna get an Elgato for the PC and 2 new monitors, but I wanna get a typewriter. Why the inspiration in AEW? Because they need legitimate tag teams, and it's to help the tag team division grow. That's why they're there. That's it. You need to get your you need to if you're going to use tag team wrestling with a genuine champion, you need to have growth. You need to allow talent to grow. You need to have teams that wrestlers that understand tag team wrestling. So it makes sense. That's all it's for. It's just to help legitimize the tag team division. To be honest, I actually do think they should give one of the episodes just to women anyway, because if it's the women's roster is so bloated that they need to make more use of them on TV. Is Ace Austin being wasted? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's the fans' fault too, glazing over her like she's all that when they should be glazing over Rhea Ripley and Blake Monroe. No bleach. No. And again, you need to dial it down. I'm sure there's a Reddit link somewhere for simps. Now that's just genuinely mad behavior. Like Rhea Ripley needs to tone it down with like some of the things she does, but that's the actual look. Like she's actually better with less makeup. Blake Monroe looks better when the TV's off and no one can see her. As for Stephanie Vaquer, she actually has the look right. It's just the fans are stupid. And WWE creative is stupid. This is a woman that had an absolute amazing match with Saya Kamatani, had an incredible match with Mercedes Moné. Then she gets signed up to WWE to be, we want you to do one move because Booker T's a perv. And then our fans are pervs. And that's it. I don't know. Like 5'10" maybe? I don't know. Is that it? I wouldn't even see her in the street. She's a fucking midget. But see, when you say fans should be glazing over those two, you're part of the problem. You're part of the big problem. And I don't even need to spell that one out for you. And I'm not going to either. Are we actually going to get some different conversations besides who we're going to glaze over next? Rhea's going down as the GOAT of women. No, she's not. Well, that rules you out then, Bleach. Rhea Ripley is not going down as the GOAT of women. Where's that coming from? That's because people are disgraceful, Carl. Too many people nowadays are allowed, too many people get away with the having access to a keyboard and being allowed to be anonymous on social media. You shouldn't be allowed to be anonymous on social media anymore. I stand by that. I'm one of those. I believe that you should prove your identity if you sign up to a social media platform. If you want to have an account that doesn't have your face on it, that's fine, but you've got to submit your personal information to it. That's what I think. Too many people are getting away with it because they know they can't be caught or they can't be found. That needs to change. Like, that genuinely has to change. I wouldn't be against that, James. I wouldn't be against that. Although, to be fair, YouTube is technically social media, so that's the only thing I would be like. But the rest of them, yeah, I agree. Bleach, what are you talking about? The only woman has common sense. You know what? See, for the rest of the stream, I'm not even going to respond. Maria, it's in May. End of May. It's further proved my point of like the thing I need to change about the channel. Definitely Abil. 100%. 100%. I agree with that. Doesn't feel like an hour 28. Not in the slightest anyway. It doesn't feel like it. But those I've tuned in tonight, I do appreciate it. Again, like I said, we're building up to 1,000 videos. After that, things are going to change. In terms of what we produce, you might find certain shows might not show live on the channel. Yeah, I agree with that completely, James. I agree with that completely. You might find some changes to the channel after 1,000, and that's the end of it. I have no answer for that because that is genuinely creepy. Just for that alone, I'm going to do something for Carl. Blake Monroe in Bloodsport. She wouldn't even last a second. Did you even watch Bloodsport? She would get annihilated. She can't fight. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me, dearie me. She would genuinely get killed in Bloodsport. What? That wouldn't survive in Bloodsport, though. In Bloodsport, you fight for real. What the hell happened here? Exactly, Catherine. Thank you. Me, I'm going to give you one thing. Blake Monroe in Bloodsport, put her in in the ring with Miyu Yamashita. Her arm gets broken in half, and then the other one gets broken in half the other way. That's just not even funny. Yeah, I did see what she did to Timeless Tony Storm. That's different. Have you seen John Moxley in Bloodsport compared to AEW? Totally different. Bleach, that is super creepy. Damn, already getting cancelled after one show. What are you talking about, Catherine? What are you talking about? I would generally pay to watch Blake Monroe get her legs broken on Bloodsport, just so people can actually get their eyes checked. Because that's just making me laugh on the inside. It's totally different being in a wrestling ring where you're told to do certain things, and then being in a genuine blood sport situation. Why do you think CM Punk ran away quickly from UFC? Because he got humbled like the bitch that he is. Good God Almighty. Right, time to let's see. Let's see, one second. I've got it up here. Yeah, respectfully, Carl's a baldy bastard. So we won't make him overly bald. We'll give him a bit of an Army Brad haircut. Let's go short for him. There, that'll do. Bit of grey. No, I'm giving him like a very I'm giving him like a dark grey, like Danhausen would get murdered in Bloodsport. Actually, he should go there. He should go to Bloodsport so we can watch him get murdered. That'll do us all a favour. Colour eyes are you, Carl? There we go. Grey eyebrows, brown eyes, nice. Grey eyebrows, and you're gonna get a dark. You're gonna get a greyish black beard. Respectful, of course. That is absolutely. I swear, some people really want certain parts of the Attitude Era back for women. No wonder Catherine hates women's wrestling the way this is behaving. In a minute, Catherine's going to say she feels vindicated. Oh, right. No, no. It's don't worry. You're fine, Catherine. Like, you're completely fine. Uh, yeah, that kind of works. No, it's just that in terms of after 1,000, there's gonna be more videos where I'll be live, but you won't see I'll be live. Let's see. Are you a fan of the song Don't Fear the Reaper? It's a quality song. I'm starting to think people don't watch women. I'm actually starting to think nowadays that people do not watch women's wrestling for the sheer enjoyment of wrestling. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Honestly, I'm not actually sure. This might work for Carl. Actually, this gimmick might work. I don't think he's gonna like it though. What I've got in mind. Actually, he's not gonna like what I've got in mind. No, they shouldn't. No worries, dude. Hmm. Catherine will probably like this. It's quite short. This is Catherine's style. I did see that. Yeah, it's horrible. That's another one. It's a damn shame that too many people are quote unquote being taken. It's almost like the sands of time is catching up to people. It's a shame. You know what's sad is the wrong people are dying. And I mean that. The wrong people are dying. Well, black wrestlers are stars. I mean, Swerve Strickland exists. Eddie Guerrero or AJ Styles. I've always been a fan of Guerrero, but I'm still saying AJ. Yeah, well, unfortunately, the way you're thinking about it doesn't work. It does. The problem is the way they're doing it nowadays, they won't have the intellect to do it. And I'm sorry, but a stripper gimmick will not work on television because it's already happened and it failed. Or to have to remind you of a certain woman and it didn't work. They had to change her character to make it fit. And I've said on here before so many times, yes, sex does sell. It does sell, 100%. But how you do it is very important. Like, that'll always be the thing. How you do it is important. If you can do it in the right way, it works. Sable was definitely over. I agree. I agree. I don't dispute that. I was there and I lived it. That'll do. That one's in black. That's in red. Mm-hmm. She was. That is a complete fact. Donald Duck. Now that would be funny. That would be really funny. I cannot rotate. I could rotate so it's the other way around, so it flips it. But it's not going to be the right size. Oh yeah, I forgot. Abel gets sensitive over Donald Duck. There we go. Now if I just copy that. I'm doing something just for Carl in the background. It's actually working really well. The only thing is though is I might be able to screen share, but it won't be as easy to screen share, but I might be able to do something. Should Kurt Angle and Duck AJ Styles? Absolutely. If you're not going to be able to get Daniels or Samoa Joe, then yeah, it should be Kurt. 100%. Little Jimmy, Jesus Christ. this one in red, and then outline. No, that's not it. No, it does. That does work. Would you have a huge problem with Kurt Angle inducting Brock Lesnar? Not at all. I'd be okay with that. Like, I would be completely okay with that. In some ways they do, but not to a complete extent. Yeah, I'll make that like that. And then if I put it like here, and then I'll put a second one. I think Carl's going to like this. I actually think he's going to like this. If I mix, yeah, that one. Yeah, there we go. Now if I do it like, yes. Exactly. I think you guys are going to like what I'm doing for Carl. It actually looks really good. Yeah, 100%. Kurt Angle was Brock Lesnar's greatest challenge. Absolutely. Let's think. Gonna have a very specific word, well, phrase on his tights. Listen. Yeah. This, it has to work like this. Why is Roman Reigns the Godfather when Roman Reigns is irrelevant? You realize Roman Reigns contributes nothing to WWE. Like, his creative is the reason why WWE is utter shit. And no, I'm not changing my mind on that. That needs to be in red. Yes. Carl, you're one lucky git. Should Ricochet be punished? In some ways, yes. His apology wasn't exactly genuine. But then again, also, those who have sent him death threats better get the same thing, and his wife. But yes, Ricochet in some ways should get punished. That's probably why he lost the title. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, I know. It's why I will always agree with what Eric Young told me in a face-to-face conversation. What he told me is true. Oh, for God's sake. That wouldn't surprise me. Like, that honestly would not surprise me at all. That sounds like something they would do, the weirdos. You're thinking of WWE like it's like that's not what WWE is. You're basically saying you want WWE to just be Vince. And he has no terrain. Like, people think his tribal chief thing is real. It's not. He's not even the head of that family. Like, people really need to learn the actual truth behind the whole thing. It's genuinely laughable. They're too small. Yeah, same here. Stephanie McMahon doesn't deserve an induction. Dennis Rodman doesn't deserve it. Demolition and AJ definitely deserve it. And I hate that Taker's now the fucking gatekeeper of the whole thing. No, Rock's not head of the family. He actually is next in line, though. Let's see. Don't want to use. Maybe they'll induct me next. I would decline. If I was a wrestler and I got offered to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, I would legit decline. And I'm not kidding, by the way. Like, I'm not saying that to sound cheap. Like, I'm genuinely serious. I would decline. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. Yeah, vest would do. I'll make this one leather. I'll try and find a way to screen share this so you can see what I've done for Carl. I've actually made him something quite cool. Oh yeah, 100%. Honestly, that conversation I had with Eric Young is one of the best conversations about the Hall of Fame I've ever had. And he's not the only person. The only thing is, he wouldn't name names. Like, he wouldn't tell me, but he does say they do talk about it all the time and they laugh about it. So that makes you wonder, doesn't it? Oh yeah, the SWA Hall of Fame would be so much better. I mean, Leon Tempest probably goes in because he was the first man, and that goes back years. But SWA officially, I suppose Justice is blind for just being the blind cunt. Pete Williams is genuinely one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. So underrated. Right, that's Carl's character finished. I've gave you knee pads, mate, but you've no got wristbands or elbow pads. The father of the Canadian destroyer. Actually, he's not. SWA Hall headliner. Smoke? For sure. I don't want to know. You've got your weird obsession. I don't want to know. Smoke's just a guy. The world champ. Well, not former world champ, if you remember. We need to make the new champion. I've not made him yet. I've added a new logo for my character, but now I've got this other new logo that I've made. I'll need to go and do that, add it on as well. Hour 50. We'll be wrapping up shortly. I'm gonna try and make like 20 characters tonight. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try. If you want to join the women's podcast tomorrow, let me know. It will be Catherine and Nikki. If you want to be part of it, I think they will go longer than an hour this time. But they did really well in the first episode, over 100 views. Really, really well done. Right, let me see if I can show you. This is what I've been trying, Carl. Let me see if I can try. No promises, but I'll try. AEW's TV 14. No, wait, I'm not done with you yet. I've got to make Maria next and add her proper logo. So I'll be doing Maria's character next. Right. Yeah, that'll do. I'll just put Carl as just England because I'm not sure where he's from. But can I get it to actually do the full thing? If this works, I'm going to laugh. Please fit. Oh, Sheffield. Oh, that works. Oh, it does fit. Nice. This is lesson learned. Carl. Oh, and he does get his name announced. Perfect. Come to the ring, Carl. Sheffield even in this? Nah, Sheffield aren't in this. I'll just stick with England. But unfortunately, Carl, you're not going to like this. You are a heel. But you are at least a striker. No, you're not getting a female character. I mean, if you've actually got a character that's on 2K26, if you upload her, I can just download her for the promotion. Because I'm looking to start the new. Well, I need to do the SWA going forward from June. I need to create the Young Lions, basically like our young version. But it needs to be steel based. What was the worst botch you remember seeing from a wrestling event? The worst one that I've seen. Yeah, I know. The thing is, though, Bleach is we actually have characters based on our actual gender, so that's why we've got it. It's to make it more interesting. So, Carl, you are a striker, but you're you're a light heavyweight, but making you a striker. Just don't know what finisher I'm going to call you. I'll need to figure that one out. But at least Carl's character is ready. Now I need to make Maria's. But the worst botch that I remember, Tiffany Stratton's moonsault, because she nearly fucking killed somebody, the stupid bitch. Right, lesson learned. In hyphen, like Billy's character, they have the apostrophe. Billy's is big losses, mini Bill. 4, 8, 12. We've got 16 characters, but four of those are women. Right, time to make another women's character. You're welcome. Right, Maria's turn. Maria's is easy because Maria's in a mask. Has there been any news on Zoe Starks? Not that I've seen. Right, Maria Magnum. She's got her own nice wee cool logo as well. I mean, it's pretty much what we do anyway. There we go. Maria. One name announcement. That's all we need. Right, from Mexico. Mexico City. Removing that US flag because, ugh. Like, no chance. High flyer, obviously. Still a light heavyweight. Everyone's getting 100 this year. I'm too nice to you lot. I'm too nice. I usually critique everything. I mean, I can already tell what these characters are based on, so I can see that for sure. One's clearly based on Roman Reigns, the other's Jey Uso. I can see that. I could realistically make one of those. I mean, I can't do all of them. Where's that freaking mask I used for Maria? Where is it? Or are we going to give her a change this year? We might give Maria the Medusa hair. With a mask on it. Like, slight change on her old look. Yeah, we're going to evolve Maria. You have been evolved. There's her old mask. This is her new mask. We'll give her a vinyl mask. And then I'm going to give Maria Pearson's. Giving her a lip piercing. Appearance, facial. Now I just want to give her some black lipstick. No, that's brilliant. I like that. That's funny. Right, where's Maria's new logo? Where is it? Because I like Maria's new logo that I made. There it is. A desert eagle and a magnum with her names on 2 bullets. And I'm not kidding, I did make that. And then on the front of the... I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not actually watching at the minute. I'm trying to make Maria's character. Like, I'm actually making her character because I couldn't get hers in the last episode, so I'm doing that first. Because that is really important. There we go. Because Maria's character was actually one of the coolest in the last show, so I'm at, well, the last series, but I'm actually changing her character a little bit, so she's getting a bit of a change this year. Maria's going to be the... She's going to be the snake charm luchador. She's going to be the snake charmer. Yeah, Maria's getting an upgrade, just like you got an upgrade as well, Catherine. If you remember. What's up, Nick? How you doing? I didn't see your stream live, but I did watch it back. It was really good. I'm just doing a wee sit-in discussion show, but I am just finishing up Maria's character. I need to remove... I don't think that's the right belt. I can give her a better one. This seems to be the right look. Right. Yeah, Maria's got a completely whole new look. I'm not surprised she was saying like crazy. At least you met Goldberg, though. Did you tell him he's a dick? Actually, whilst you're here, I'm going to make your character next as well, actually. I haven't made Mr. Teodoro yet. No, he ain't, Catherine. Oh, decent. Change that blue to the green. And that green there, that to green as well. I've actually gave Maria a mask plus the Medusa hair. So she is definitely the snake charmer. Fucking hate Goldberg. He's such a dick. I can add some green to these boots, I think. Nah, they do not suit. They should just stay in black. There. That actually looks really good. But one thing, let me remove this neck thing because that's not happening. Could I get that? Fuck. Don't even start. Nah. Don't even. Nah. No, 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 no. No. We're not having that. No. Not. No, 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 no. Catherine doesn't appreciate great wrestlers. Nah, I'm not having that. That doesn't look. That doesn't work. That doesn't work either. No, that one does. Yeah, that carbon fiber. Yes. I'll make that a little bit lighter. Ooh. This looks good. Yeah, I've actually done really well with this. In fact, let me do one little thing on that mask. Where is it? Yes, I know. I don't intend on using that though, because that'll ruin the game. Because we don't play the matches on this game. It's all CPU. That actually, this might work. Now if I put that in green there, fucking behave. This in black. That looks good. This looks really good. She's almost ready. Face paint. I need the bottom bit now. I need something on the mouth. Like, that's probably the best I'm gonna get. Put that in black. Yes. Okay, we are good. Just by playing the game. You figure things out when you play the game. Actually, I forgot to put on. I forgot to put this on. Can't have a woman not go without that. That doesn't make sense. Maria, you're Actually getting the best of my creative wisdom right now. And I'm not kidding. You guys want to see what I've done for Maria? I'm actually really happy with this. He's go. Two seconds. I actually really like that. It looks unique and different. Bigger improvement on her first character. Yeah, I really like it. It's definitely an improvement on the old Maria Magnum character. I've got to make some characters offline, so I'm going to make next character. I need to make Glenn's character, Fernando, all of them with their logo. I need to make Nikki's character. But I'm really happy with what I've got in that sense. It looks perfect. Why have you gone down? You're trying to cheat. That free tiers rising character is generally. I'm glad I've got a second character this year. Yeah, she's an upgrade on Shotzi Blackheart though. I'm just glad I made this guy. That free tiers Rasian. Sinister beyond words. I can put Billy's character up to 99 to 100 now. It'll work. Calling him lesson learned Carl is just funny. You learn lessons. To be fair, Billy thought I was going to give him such a shit character, and I ended up giving him one of the best. Thankfully, he gave me the apology I deserved. We need to make some young lions, though. I've already got James' character, Carl, Abu, Billy, Josiah, The Wick, Stan, Smoke, Temple, Tammy, Catherine, Maria, my lovely's character as well, which you guys won't know, but we're cool. Right, time to make Mrs. Teodoro, then it's going to be Mr. Teodoro. Going to use And then we need to make James's wife. You know it's true. I'm gonna make Nikki's gonna be a powerhouse, and she's just gonna blitz you apart. She will have. She's gonna be sneaky. She's gonna be able to shoot a fireball and freeze people, but she's got her own logo because she's gonna be in a team with Mr. Teodoro. Because of course they're the Happy Hour clan, the raging Happy Hour. But I better go and do all that offline. So, folks, if you have tuned in this evening, thank you. I will go live. I'm actually, you know what? I might do an SWA stream tomorrow before the ladies go live, just so we can do some characters. And then after that, the ladies will go live, and then we'll chill. So I will see you all. I'm going to be live 2:00 UK time. So whatever that is for you guys, be there so we can be done before. So we can be done for because the ladies start at 7. So we're gonna do that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna create a lot of characters tonight. I'm gonna try and make like 30. But because I've got the names of the former characters anyway, so it's not like I don't need to worry about who's on the roster. So I'll see you all later. Have a good one and have a good night, guys. And remember the membership on the channel. We are going to be doing member videos after number 1000, and they are only exclusive to channel members. So if you want to do that, it's up to you. Obviously, there's super chats on the channel as well. If you want to contribute, you know what to do. But if you do want to get the membership videos, you need to become a member of the channel. Anyway, good night, God bless, and see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.